Shipa and Hadebe that tried. I like to believe that some of you also tried. It can't be just the two of us or the three of us, if I count myself in, that tried to look at this thing. Anyone else that tried? Because the reason that I encourage that we try before coming to class is that it can save us time, you know, because it's something that I wanted to propose to you guys, that maybe when it comes to these practicals, what I can do, I can record them outside the class and then post them on the Teams. So when we come here, we'll just discuss those hiccups that maybe you guys might be finding and all there, so that we won't have to take the whole 1 hour, 30 minutes here. So I can record that, then you guys just get the recordings from Teams or Module as well. So that's a suggestion that I wanted to come up with. But I realized that it's only 3 left for this Unit 5. But in future, should we have those kind of things, I will advise, or I will suggest that provided that you guys agree with it, that I record those things before class or even few days before, then I put them on the Teams and you guys can access those things at your own time, at your own pace. Then when we come here, we just discuss. If there is a need to go through another one of those exercises, then we can do that together. Or maybe if where you guys, one of you got stuck, or where personally I got stuck, then I'll ask you that, okay guys, I was trying to do this, did any of you try to get it? Because I struggled when I got to this point, because it's also possible for me to get stuck. I don't know whether you guys you will welcome that suggestion, or we should just continue with how we've been doing this. Hello. Should we continue with doing them step by step right here in class, or should I record them before class and we post them here? Then when we come to class, we're gonna just quickly go through them or discuss them or answer questions where others are having problems, or what? The old way, or should we try something else?
I think we should try something that is time saving and more efficient. Well, we can record them and then come here and discuss them. I think that was as well will just be more beneficial on both sides, where people have missed something that they don't understand, they would ask. I'm not sure if I'm making sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Yes,
stay the same way as we were doing it by step. It's much simpler than you recording it and then sending it, because we can ask you a question like right now if you have a problem when we see the problem, not like we have to wait until the next lesson then we ask for the questions after the lessons. Sometimes the mind goes wild and we forget, so it's much better to have it step by step during the lecture.
Okay, also makes sense. Okay, any other opinion? Okay, maybe to clarify it, when I was suggesting the uploading one, I was not suggesting that we won't go through those exercises. You know, you will have the recordings before class, because I noted that you find that there are those that when they are working with the PDF alone at home, they get stuck. But if already I'm explaining those things before they even come to class, when they come to class, already they are prepared. So when I go through things, you find that maybe at the end of a class, that's only when you be like, oh, but then that thing I didn't understand, maybe after the class. But then if I send a recording before, then when we go through the exercises like we've been doing, then maybe already you can be already having some questions that you already generated from your practice maybe a day before or what, while we go through the thing. So it's not like we're going to stop going through the exercises altogether. But because you'll be coming up with already having seen the recording and the steps on how they are done, I think maybe it can be, I don't know. That was just my suggestion, but we can continue that way, that is fine with me. I have no problem. So the other thing before we end the class, remind me that we can talk about the assessment that you guys should have. I'll try to share the screen on my side while. Great. Okay. While I'm waiting for this, I'm also switching on the desktop just so I can use two screens to make these things easier. Maybe any question based on what we said so far, or suggestion? What we've said so far, I've got points from Mashipa and Hadebe, both valid points on how we can go forward. We can stick to the old way that we do those things. I agree as well. So both points are valid. So anyone who's having another suggestion? Okay. Okay, none. Guys, bear with me. We didn't have electricity, so the desktop is just restarting now, and it's kind of a bit slow. Okay. So which exercise were we doing? Was it? It's not 5. Which one did we have to do? Do we have to do today? Or I'm trying to connect on the other side. Sorry? Guys, are you with me? No. Okay, that's 5A, right? If I'm not mistaken. Because the last exercise that we did, if maybe I can show you from this screen before I project the other screen for myself. The last exercise that we did was this one. You remember? This is the last exercise that we did on Wednesday. Guys, if possible, can I get confirmation on your side just so that I can know that we're on the same side, the same step as well? Do you remember this exercise that we did where we're creating a purchase order and we had to go through those steps?
But I do remember, ma'am. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you for that, Andele. Thank you. So that means that today what we'll do, we'll start with 5A. If I'm right, yes, we're going to start with 5A. I'm going to close this PDF so that you guys can only see this step, because I'll be projecting from the other desktop just so that it can be easier for me. So on 5A, it says create a good receipt from purchase order. So we're just continuing with what we did. We created the purchase order. Now we just need a receipt from the thing. So let's quickly go through this. It says to create, you read those things that the task, they say receive into inventory the stock items ordered from Get a Break in the previous exercise. So the good receipt document will be created referencing our purchase order. So you read all those things that are there. They say To create a good receipt, use the app Post Good Receipt for Purchase Order. So we're gonna look for there together. I will do that with you. Post Good Receipt for Purchase Order. So this is the screen that should pop up. So from here, what you need to do is you need to get that purchase order. You can search from the card. I don't know which on your side it gave you which number, but you can just choose the purchase order. Because for me, I had several of them. I can choose any from the list. So you go on purchase order and search. Then it will show you the number of purchase orders that you have. Then you just select any from there. So it says, under the general information section, make sure the individual slip option is selected in the drop-down list. So under the general information, make sure the individual slip is selected in the drop-down list next to the printing field. So we have the printing field here, and we're going to select the individual slip. So there is our individual slip. And then it says under the item section at the bottom of the screen, select the available storage location. Let's try to scroll down. It says under the item section, select the available storage location. Storage location, it's here. RMOO, raw material. So this is what is there. So you're gonna select that one. Are you guys with me so far? So we selected the purchase order. Sorry. Okay, so we selected the purchase order based on the purchase order that we got from the previous exercise. And then we did what? We came here and selected the individual slip under printing. On the general information, we selected the individual slip. And then what we did, we scrolled down to the storage location and selected raw materials as directed. So we just went there and selected raw material. So after that, it says select your item and click post to conclude delivery. So let's see. We have post there below. At the bottom on your right, we click post. Let's see what it says. There comes the screen. They say you should receive the screen. So we have that screen, the pop-up message, meaning that what we have done it right. Guys, are we clear so far? Are we clear? Am I too fast? Should I repeat? Or are you guys following?
Clear, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so this one is the simplest, I think, if I can say that, if it's safe to even say that, because we just chose our purchase order. We selected the individual slip on the printing option and the general information. And what we did, we went to change the storage location to raw materials, and then we posted. That's basically what we did. Can we move on to the next one?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So the next exercise, it's 5B. Yes, 5B. It says display the purchase order history. Okay, so we see the display purchase order, because it says a purchase order can also view to determine whether the system has updated the open line item or receipt. So to display the purchase order history, use the app display purchase order, and it should give you that screen. So I just hope you guys are having the screen, because I can't be able to show you two screens. I mean, I hope you have your PDF open on your side, just so that you can follow with me. So there we go. Okay. What is it that I don't see there? There is something different about our order. Do you see it? Comparing to what is there on the screen, are you able to see? Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, we see your screen.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am, we see it.
And then on your PDF, if maybe you're having it with you, okay, let me see if maybe I can just quickly change. Okay. So this is the PDF that I have now. So it says your screen should be like this. Let me try to enlarge it a bit. Oh, it's too much. It won't do. So it says
You have to close
this.
Close the tab that is open next to the cards. Close the tab.
No.
Back forward, close.
Okay, no, I was just asking first whether there are those that realize the difference between this tab, because it says immediately after the thing you should see this screen. So I wanted to ask that, do you guys note the difference between this one and the other one first?
Yes, yes.
Wait. There is a slide, just a slide. Let's check this one on our PDF. We have all those details there. And then under this item here, if you check, we have the row, we have the break. But let's check the ones that pops up on our website. Sorry. We don't have the break. So just so you know, that there are some mistakes that one can do, and there's some mistakes that comes up with the system depending on the version as well. You'll see with the next exercise where we'll be like looking for the purchase. I don't know if there's anyone who has been that far, but yeah. So okay, so it says, so the next step, it says to display where are we? Okay, so it says your purchase order details are pre-populated, so they should be coming up like just all of them here. Hence I'm even saying, are you able to notice that our break is not available there? So to expand, okay, already ours is expanded. So select the purchase order history for you to be able to see that screen. So do you see there? So we selected the purchase order history. And then from selecting the purchase order history, this is the tab that now we have. Do you guys follow?
Yes.
Okay. The reason I was asking you to tell if maybe you know the difference is that, guys, visual question systems, you know, that, okay, miss, yes, we see that you say this thing, but then why the minute we click this thing, believing that we have entered all the fields correctly, but then why is our screen different from, we're allowed to do that. Remember last week we had a situation where we had to look for a tab where we're supposed to select our row, but then it wasn't there, RO8, it wasn't there. We had to select the raw material instead for them to replace that one. So I'm just saying that we are allowed to question that, okay, why is this thing way different? And then just to see if maybe we can be able to get to what it wants us to do, what it wants us to do, or whether maybe there is another way, or I don't know. But we are allowed to question that, why is this thing different? Because the versions that we're using, I find that it's a different one, a slight different from the one that is was used when generating the note that we're using, the PDF. So you shouldn't get maybe shy or say maybe it's because I'm making a mistake when you notice a slight difference that you are so sure that I've done things correctly, but the system is saying something else. Any question? Any questions so far? Okay, so in the absence of question, please note on your side, exercise ZP5B is the same as exercise ZP7B. Am I right? Let me just double check. Yes, so you're just going to be displaying purchase order history. So I'm going to skip that one because it's exactly what we did here. So note it down, 7B. I'm not going to do it because it's the same as 5B. They just need you to display the purchase order history. So you're going to follow the very same step. Even when you get there, they will say follow the steps or the questions from exercise 5B. So is that okay that we skip that one? You're gonna go and check and just double check. You will, let me just see if I can just scroll it down for you, just so that you can just be sure. Then we go back to the others, it's fine. 7B, display purchase order. So if you check, follow the same set of instruction as in 7B. So hence I'm saying we're going to skip that one because it's the same thing, just to save time, and that because you're saying on this one you understand, so we can skip that one. All right, are we clear, guys? Are we still on the same page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So let's move on. Let's move on. I want us to start a new unit on Wednesday, so we have to get done with this one. And it's of importance because they're part of your next assessment that we will talk about. Let's say the one that we're doing, it was 5B, okay? So now we're doing, okay, ZP6. It says, enter invoice receipt for supplier. So it's this one. Enter invoice receipt for supplier. So you will read all that on the task that, okay, you're supposed to enter invoice received from a Get a Break. So, and then to enter an invoice, you need to use the app Create Supplier Invoice Advanced. So you're gonna read all these tasks here. I won't go through those. I just skip them just so we can save time. So it says you need to open the app Create Supplier Invoice. Where am I? Okay. So let's check for that. Create Supplier Invoice. Create Supplier Invoice Advanced. Okay. So it says you should have the screen. So from this screen, what you need to do is that on the invoice date, this is the invoice date. It says on your invoice date, you need to put today's date. On your invoice date, you need to put today's date. So we're gonna check the calendar to get today's date. Today is the 11th of October. So we just select that. And then it says, in the amount field, you need to enter 6960. Okay, because I've done these exercises before. So it says in the amount field, you need to select that 6960. And then after you have done that, you need to put the currency. I'm doing currency, so there it goes. Where are you? Okay, yes, the ZMW. Then ensure that you tick or you check the calculate text. Ensure that you check that. And then what is it? It says in the drop-down menu next to the text amount field, choose V1. Already it has done that for us. Choose V1. So this is how your screen should be. Our screen looks exactly like that one that is there. We can just double check. So they said we should put all these things, we put them. So now we need to put this invoice. We miss a step. So it says, where is that? Okay, in the text field, we didn't miss it, we're just going to it. In the text field, enter invoice 00, and then you put your SEP number. So in the text field, we're going to put that invoice, invoice 00 and your SEP number. So there we go. Then it says check your screen just to double check that it looks like that one. So we believe it does, because the dates, obviously they will be a bit different because we're in 2021, we put today's date. The text amount, it's 00 there, as you can see, and all there. Are we clear so far? Are we clear, guys? Any question?
You can continue, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's do that then. So, where is our SEP? Okay. So now it says under the under the purchase order reference, PO reference, let's scroll down to see it. Under the PO reference, tap in the menu bar situated at the bottom of the screen. Choose purchase order or scheduling agreement, already selected there. So it says you should choose it and enter your PO number from exercise ZP4. So here we're supposed to be entering our PO number, hence you're supposed to remember them. I have so many, I'll just choose any. Let me just choose 14. Okay, it says you should enter your PO number there and then press enter. Let's see. Okay, great. So what does it say? We enter our PO number and it says what? If the transaction is entered correctly, because it said after entering the PO number, you should press enter. So if all of this is being entered correctly, you will have a green light with a 0. I hope we do have it. We don't have. We have a green light. Check. We have a green light, but we don't have a 0. Let's go and check the simulate just to check what is what, because check the next step. It says we want to view what the actual posting will look like in general ledgers. It is here that we can ensure that the debit or credit posting is correct and that the accounts are affected correctly. So click simulate to see whether the posting are correct. So check, because now note this is supposed to give us a green light only when it's 0, but then we have a green light, but our amount is not 0 there. So let's check on the simulate whether it can show us the same amount or it will give us a 0 or what. Okay, we have simulate. Let's scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Check the balance there below. The balance is 0. Because if you check on the exercise, it says go to the simulate to just check whether those things they are correct, and the balances should be 0. So on the simulate, our balance is 0, but on this thing, on the system, our balance is not 0, but it gave us a green line. Did any of you get there for those that tried? Those that try to do the exercise, did you come across this? For me, in fact, I came across three things I've experienced.
Yes.
I came across
Yes,
you the same thing, right?
yes, I got the green lights and went to simulate and everything. Yeah, got 0, 0. Yes.
0. Okay.
My
Okay.
text amount wasn't 160. My text amount.
It was 960, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. I've also noted that, in fact, for me, initially, the text amount was not, it wasn't reflecting automatically. So I ended up inserting the amount there, but you're not even supposed to do that. You're supposed to generate. So the second time when I did it again, it generated the text amount, but then the amount there where it gives me the green light, it was that 960, but gave me a green light. Then when I go to the simulate, I saw that the balance is 0. Then before class, I even tried it again, and it gave me an orange, an orange color there. It says correct but blocked. So it's correct but blocked. When it blocked that you can't pay for it. It can't release it for payment. So when I went to simulate, the balance was 0. So except Hadebe, do we have anyone who has experienced the same problem?
Ma'am, I think that is because your PO number, you changed your PO number.
I changed my
It
PO
was
number.
yeah, it was 4500 11. Now it's 4500 14.
I changed it where this step, or the first step, the first exercise I used a different one.
This one. Yeah, for the first exercise, you used a different one to this one.
Okay, maybe that will explain the text number. Yeah, maybe you're right. You might be right. Yes, because I've created, and I thought I used the one for the previous exercise. I wasn't aware because I wanted consistency. Okay, no, it's fine. So the text one is he's mentioning that it, from my side, I don't know about what you experienced that side, but from what I've just done with you guys now, the reason why we're getting the 160 is because I might have used a different thing, PO number, but which I doubt Hadebe, because still, even if we use the different PO number, but the steps and the prices, that the amount that we put there, they're still the same. It's just a different order, but with the same amounts. So I still even doubt there. So, but as long as it reflects our order, the thing is, now let's check. It gives us, the worry here is that we have a green light and the thing. So, but then the amount is not 0. So let's check. If it's not right, you know that when we post it will give us a message. If it's not right, it won't allow us to post, and we'll just say fix 1, 2, 3. So let's try to post and see. So it is created, and it allows us to start another order. So I don't know what we can conclude about this, because we know from the previous exercises that if you have done something wrong, when you post, it's gonna pop up a message there and gives you options to go and edit, or even just hold if maybe you don't plan to edit that thing at that time. So based on this error, I think I should note it. Yes.
Ma'am, what about the document number created there? Do we keep record of it?
You know what I've learned about this system is that try to save all the numbers that it gives you, because there are exercises there below which I will need you to attempt to do, and you will find that they make you to go back to the exercises and ask you about what is the document material number, what is the 1, 2, 3. So if you can be able to jot them down, please do that. Because personally, when I'm doing my own work, when I'm doing the exercises, practicing before meeting with you guys, I jot them down just for safety. I don't know. Do I make myself clear? just so that you don't find that you have to do another exercise and it says enter the thing, you know, maybe if you find that you're not able to say it, you can still just type it manually where possible. You can still type it manually, then it can generate. Maybe if we just put the first 3 numbers, then it can be able to generate this one. Are we clear, guys? Okay, I like to believe so. So let's check. We have what? 7A. Which one is this? Let's see from this one. Oh, did we finish? Okay, we said, okay, yes, we've done that. We've selected the simulate. Yes, we've done that. And we're able to see those things we posted. And the thing, I'm not going to go through the questions with you guys because the questions, the document number, you've seen those things, the text amount and stuff like that. So I won't go through them with you because at the end of the section, I will need you to go and answer some of the questions or all the questions there, but we'll discuss that later. All right. So I think this is the last because we said we're not doing 7B. I think this is the last exercise that we should do. It says we need to display the invoice created. Am I right? Yes, we need to display the invoice created. We say once an invoice has been posted, it can be viewed. So to do this, you need to use the app, display supplier invoice advanced. And once you click that, you should be able to get the screen. So let's try to go and do that quickly. Okay, it's fine. So we have supplier from the display supplier invoice advanced. So there it is. We have the invoice document. We just put the year. Am I right? Yes, we put the year. Then we click enter. Let's see. Can you see that? So here is our invoice document. We're able to display it. So this one is just need us to display it. So that's all, nothing much because it says, yeah, just click to view the details of the invoice you created. This is the one that I've done with you guys. Then let's check. It wanted us to do that. We've done that. So this is what we have on the system. And then it just needs us to go and return because the aim of this one was just to show you how to display that invoice document that you created. I don't think there should be any struggle here, but then if there is any, please let us know, then we can see how we can assist. Any question, guys? Any question? Okay, so we're gonna skip 5B. Then we're gonna go to, is it 5B? Not 7B, because we say it is the same as 5B. And then we do the next one. Did I even do this? I don't think I've done this, but we can do it together, it's fine. It says post payment to supplier. So to post a payment, okay, it says issue a payment to get a break to settle the account payable. To post a payment to a supplier, you need to use the post outgoing payment. So let's go and look for it. This one I like to believe I'm doing it the first time with you guys. I don't think I've done it at my own space. So it says we need to select post outgoing payment. There we go. So, and then it says first enter today's date as the journal entry date. So the journal entry date it says post today's date is the 11th, right? And then it says enter company code ZM00. We need to enter the company code ZM00. I'm still trying to look where we're supposed to enter there. Anyone who can see where we're supposed to enter? Okay, it's up there. It's already okay, thanks. I see it. Thank you. And then enter the invoice in the field reference. So there is my invoice. And then specify the current period, calendar month number. So specify the current period calendar number. Where, guys? Because I see we have posting day, we have those things.
Under reference, ma'am. Period.
Oh, yes. So we are under month 10. Thank you. Thank you. Then we go and check if KZ vendor payment is selected under general entry type. So general entry type. So it's there. So it's selected. Okay. Thank you. Then in the bank data, enter that amount. Where is the bank data? Bank account? No. Am I right?
Next to general information. GL account.
GL account. I'm trying to look for it.
With the red star, ma'am.
Oh, up there. Okay. So, oh yes, as the GL account, bank account. Thank you. So today I'm the one who's learning. That's great. Thank you. Then we select it there.
I did this one, ma'am.
No, thank you. Sorry?
I'm saying I did this one, so I remember it.
Okay, okay. No, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so for the amount, it says enter the amount you're going to pay, which is 6960, and then the currency is there. We have the currency there already populated. So this is what it wanted us to do. So let's check. Like to believe that it reflects the same way that it's supposed to do. Let's just compare. All right. So this is what is there. I hope so. Except, guys, one thing on the supplier. Did we miss something, or we didn't say anything that we should on the open item selection? Am I the one who missed it? This part. Because I see, okay, the first one, it says enter today's date, enter the company code, enter the invoice.
I don't think we need to, ma'am. I don't think we need to. Just show the items. After
you don't think? Okay. Yeah, because I just wanted to double check, and now I see that the screen, it shows that, okay, one is supposed to do this, but then from
oh, ma'am, you have to
get
a break. You have to select get a break.
Okay, let's see. Maybe the next step is in the section open item selection. Selection is this one, yeah. Then that's where we're supposed to get it, yeah. Nope. Let's see. In the can type the supplier number from ZP1, or you can type the supplier number from ZP1. Okay, let's close and try ZP1 and see if it can do. I don't know. No, it's not
that, ma'am. No.
Let's see here. I'm going the wrong way, right?
It's a supplier number, ma'am. It's a supplier number from the first exercise in ZP1, the first exercise. Your supplier number.
Which one did we use together, guys, here?
Isn't it the same as the vendor number?
Yes, let's see. I have this one written down. Let's try to see it. Okay. 139052.
52, yeah. I think it's that one.
maybe we can just choose any, because I have a large number, but let's see.
Ma'am. Right, 139, ma'am. It's gonna show get a break.
139.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we have suppliers numbers that are coming up, right? And you're saying I should be writing
1390052.
39. No.
139,052.
Okay. But then where did we get that? Did we do that together?
Let's get a break. It's from the first exercise, ma'am. ZP1, the first one.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. So there we go. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't go through this before class, and I apologize because I'm the one who was stressing that we should do that. So we have that. Thanks for that, Hadebe. And then it says, you need to click what? Then click show items. Let's see. We clicked the show items. Our balance date 6960. And okay, have a look at the tab open items where the open invoice is listed. Select the open invoice clear. Let's see. Okay, it says have a look at the tab open items. Tab open items. Okay, but then ours it doesn't even have one. Okay, where the open invoice is listed, select the open invoice by clicking on clear. But then if we even click clear, while it's empty here, it won't give us a thing.
Slow down, ma'am. Slow down, ma'am. Slow down.
Hademe?
Yes, ma'am. Go up, ma'am. Can you go up to the supplier? Your number again. It's 139,052. That's why I'm not getting that anything there. 052.
052.
Yeah, show the items.
Okay, let's
take.
click.
Mustn't just select any number, ma'am, because any numbers is from other students.
I was so sure that that one is 052 at the end, having my step number at the end. Sorry about that. Okay, so there it goes. Thank you for that.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you. You saved us today. Thank you very much. So we have that. We clicked our thing there, and then now it asks you to just click. It says have a look at the open items where the open invoice is listed, and select the open invoice by clicking on clear. So we can we have 3 of them. Let's see here. There we go. Now it says the balance is 00, which is what we have there. So we can choose to post. But before we do that, do we have anyone who we lost along the way? And thanks, Harebe, you kind of saved me as well here. Thank you very much. Guys, did we lose any of you along the way? Thank you, Yes. Did we lose any of you? Do you guys follow? If you get stuck, you can go through the recordings again on your own. If maybe you realize that you get stuck, then yeah. But I like to believe that we are on the same page. So it just needs you to do what to just post. Once you're done there, let's see, we post our thing. And then it shows that our journal entry has been successfully posted. That means we are done. Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? I like to believe that you guys are spot on this activities. So yeah, maybe you're not struggling. Maybe you guys are used to it. I like to believe so, that in the absence of questions, it doesn't mean there is a concern. Okay, so It means with the exercises, guys, we with the procure to pay, we are done with them. We'll need to move to the unit 6 by Wednesday. But we need to discuss the assessment that you guys are supposed to do. Okay, let me try to scroll just down. So you guys have done this. You have done these exercises from the word go, and I need to generate exercise based on this practical that we've been doing. Some of the exercise questions I can just get them straight from the PDF. I was thinking that you'll just have to answer those questions and we make it our other assessment, but I see that they're just straightforward questions. But what I love about them is that if maybe you were not working with us step by step, they're forcing you to go and open that particular activity. So let me put that in writing and put it down just so I can be able to allocate marks and on those things. Then I can post for you here on Teams, and I'll also post on LMS before we meet Wednesday. Then I'll put the submission date and all those things as your second assessment. Is that okay? And then if maybe we need to do this one based on this one, I don't think I will give you, unless if maybe there is a need to give you a long date before submission, maybe so many days before you submit, because this is what we've been doing step by step. We'll just have to consider the amount, the other work that you need to do except from our module. But it doesn't mean that one will be getting 2 weeks or more, because this is just you going back to the exercises that we've done and dotting down, like Hadim was asking that should we dot down the document material number. So if maybe I ask for their maybe the exercise, maybe let's just say I'm taking the one straight from the thing and we generate it as one of assessment, that let's go and revise and check whether we are able to understand, because I know that most of us or some of you find that you're just following what is there on the screen. You don't get time to be able to do the exercises on your own. So when you are supposed to be entering maybe things like the purchase order number and stuff like that, you will be forced to go and do the exercises again, and that's where you will be gaining that you'll be learning. So I'll put that down in writing, and then I will post it on your Teams and on your module then as part of your second assessment. Then from there we can plan the third assessment based on what we'll be starting to do from Wednesday. Is that okay, guys? Is that all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, no, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Theresa. Thank you, Balin. Okay, in the absence of anything, if maybe there's someone who wanna ask or share or suggestion. In the absence of those, can we adjourn the class? Unless it's
Most definitely.
okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for attending. Thank you for participation. Hoping to see you back the next week, Wednesday. Thank you. Okay, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you. Bye.
Wait, ma'am.
Yes.
Can we start with the other units?
Sorry.
Can we start with the other units?